What's going on, boys and girls? That's so weird. Okay, we'll go with it. Today we're going over the plank. So exercise of the week, we're going over the plank today. And the plank is like the basics. It's like core training 101. It's one of the first exercises you use. We're gonna go over the plank off the floor, but we're also gonna go off an elevation because it might be a little bit easier for you if you're new to it, if you don't feel planks in your stomach properly. But we're gonna get into it, go over what the common mistakes are, and there's a few really big ones, and then go over the regression off an elevation, and then just talk about programming and where it can go from there. And we're gonna go through some progressions in later videos as well, like long lever planks and ab wheel rollouts and all that stuff. So we're gonna get right into it. So when you're getting into the plank, you want elbows directly under your shoulders. You want this butt tight, so you wanna avoid this, and we'll go over that again, but butt tight, elbows directly under your shoulders, head straight. You almost wanna act like you're just standing up in a standing posture. My ankles are almost like they'd be placed in the ground. I'm straight, my eyes are on the ground, I'm just tall. My abs are tight, my butt is tight, and I'm just kind of shaking now at this point. But basically, you should be able to breathe through the plank. It shouldn't be a crazy effort, so work it, stand. So, elbows underneath the shoulders directly, head on the ground, and then the arching. So we want to watch out for, this is what you'll often see. And this is basically using the lower back. So what we want to do is go belly button towards the mouth. And now I feel my abs much more. My glutes are helping out my abs. They're keeping me stabilized. My knees are straight. And I'm just holding this and able to talk and breathe in it. So with that piece about with the back arching is, this is like if you have trouble with that, with feeling that movement that I did with my hips and it kind of came like this, you can practice it here. It's like, that looks pretty provocative, but you get the point. You can practice it standing up, but you can also get in all fours. And you've probably heard of like cat and camel or cat and cow or whatever. Basically, learning how to rotate your pelvis back and forth, this feels so crude, is the same thing that you're learning as you get into the plank and you go from here to here. Oh, Jason, pass me the, and what you're looking for when you're in the plank is you actually want contact at tailbone, upper back, and behind your head. So as I get into it, I'm gonna try and get this right. It's a 3-point, and basically, when I'm doing this right, I should be able to stick here, and it's touching tailbone, upper back, and head. And so you wanna make sure that you're not slouched over like this, you're pushing your hips away, you're pushing your shoulders away and chest away, and you're in this spot really nicely with these 3 contact points, staying tall. So as far as regression, so regressions from the plank, if the plank it's getting into that position is too hard, you can go back to dead bug variations. I've got some other videos on that. You can click the link. Or you can go off an elevation, a bench. Bench is usually the most practical, but if you're at home, you can go off a chair. I'm gonna show myself off. Yeah, and if you're wondering why my dryer and stuff is out back there, we're getting that fixed tomorrow, so just in case. I'm not that messy. So off an elevation, this is like pretty high up and anyone can do it, but what you wanna do is forearms, elbows on the bench or the couch or whatever you're using, and get those hips down and tucked, butt's tight, knees are tight, and you're thinking about that broomstick on your back. And this is gonna be a lot easier. You can move down to a little bit lower, but usually what I found when working with people is that once they've gotten a little bit of a hang of it off a bench or off an elevation, very quickly they figure out it off the floor. And then from there we get into later progressions like body saws and ab wheel rollouts and stability ball rollouts and all those kinds of things, which will go out in later videos. But the plank is number one. It's basically, like, if you can't do a plank properly, you're gonna be at risk for more, lower back issues, just like different joint pains. It points to core stability issues, which are gonna be a problem down the road for your joints. So make sure you learn how to do this properly. And if you have any questions, hit me below and we'll see you soon.